Hi, so today we're going to be talking about basically cryptocurrencies, comparing them, Bitcoin, ETFs, stuff like that. So there's a Bitcoin future ETF and a Bitcoin spot ETF. But what's the difference? Well, in a recent Kiko video, Ron Nunair said that the difference is that the spot Bitcoin holds actual Bitcoin as part of the ETF, which basically gives a little bit of exposure to Bitcoin. Now, this seems very confusing, at least it was for me when I first heard it, so let's break it down. Well, Bitcoin Future ETF is basically a contract that allows investors to buy or sell Bitcoin at an agreed upon price, but on a different date. Hence the name Future. For example, let's say Bitcoin is at $40,000. Well, an investor can get a contract that says that this person will buy or sell Bitcoin on this date at this price. Whereas a Bitcoin spot ETF invests directly into the digital currency. There are other Bitcoin products out there too, one of which is Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. The difference between a spot ETF and a Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is that firstly, Grayscale is a trust and not an ETF.
Another difference or flaw in the Grayscale product is that Grayscale is a trust, and this trust doesn't sell Bitcoin, it's only allowed to buy Bitcoin. And due to this, Grayscale Bitcoin is trading at 33% lower. If Grayscale Bitcoin was an ETF, on the other hand, it wouldn't trade at a discounted value. Along with that, Bitcoin isn't unlimited. There was only ever 21 billion, and that's all there ever will be. However, this can change. There has been millions of computers distributed all over the world to accept Bitcoin transactions, and the people behind these computers are called miners. Now, how can there be more than 21 billion Bitcoins? Well, if 50% or more of the miners agree that the rules need to be changed, then only there can be more than 21 billion Bitcoins. But what about the other 50% who don't, 50% or 50% or less, who don't want the rules to change? Well, it's simple. The people who want there to be more than 21 billion Bitcoins would go to the new method, and the people who wanted to stay the same use the same method. It basically splits.
Along with that, the people behind these computers that are accepting the transactions also get a reward. But these rewards they have every 4 years. So it started off at 12.5 Bitcoins, then it reduced to 6.25, and the next reduction is supposed to happen. Other than Bitcoin, there are also currencies which are all grouped together under the name of altcoin. And they are called altcoin due to the fact that they are quite literally alternatives to Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin is limited unless a certain amount of people decide that there should be more. However, altcoin is always unlimited. On June 5th, 2023, the SEC Institute pressed charges against Binance. And on June 6th and 7th, they also pressed charges on Coinbase. And due to this, it felt like the crypto and Bitcoin world was coming to an end. And due to this, Bitcoin dropped to 24,000. However, why were they charged? Well, Binance is the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, and the founder of this company was charged with messing with customer funds and illegally serving the US. Coinbase was also charged, and they were charged with illegally operating unregistered security exchange. Both Coinbase and Binance denied these charges. Along with that, Bitcoin is decentralized, which means that no single person or a group of people are in control of Bitcoin. But there's also a reason that they don't want Bitcoin to be centralized, and that's because there are millions of machines that are approving transactions and by miners, and they don't want the miners to mess with customers' money or change the transaction in any way. So those are basically some comparisons, Bitcoin, ETFs, etc. Bye!